Welcome back to Demon of the Week, and today we're going to be doing a spirit which was requested quite a while back actually, Sepheranz. Now with this particular spirit I am going to focus more on the Greek aspect of Arachne, yeah, I'll sort of explain why just now. Let's do the intro first. Welcome to my channel. You are entering the world of magic and mysticism with your host, Lee W. Johnson. Keep the lights on and help improve the channel by becoming a supporter for just $2.99 per month. Hit the join button. Alright, so Sepheranz, just some correspondences to begin with. I think these mostly come from Jahannam. Direction northwest, which is primary, and then west. Colors, red, brown, purple, green, and pink. Elemental attributions, spiritus. Planetary attributions, from most to least attributed. And that is Moon, Black Sun, Saturn, Uranus, Sun, Earth, and Mercury. Alright, I did find one particular musical dedication called Spider Goddess Sepheranz, and this was by Old Witch of Izalith, and you can find that on Spotify. There's some interesting tracks on the album actually, so you might want to give that a listen. Now, when you do look for Sepheranz, you're probably going to come across the invocation of Sepheranz, the Spider Goddess of Atlantis. Which is attributed to the Temple of Ascended Flame, which I assume comes from the book The Spider Goddess by Asenath Mason and others. And also you'll find a lot of mention of Sepheranz in the book The Scorpion God by Mark Allen Smith. A bit pricey, but if you can get hold of it and you're interested in Sepheranz and this whole aspect of the Spider Goddess within this particular development of the Spider Goddess itself, then go and have a look for that. So, if you consider both of these from the Temple of Ascending Flame and from Mark Allen Smith's books, and this is where things tend to kind of focus when it comes to Sepheranz. It all revolves around this draconian Atlantean connection, and when we bring in this whole concept of the draconian lizard people, and then we connect that with, gods being the aliens from other planets, the Anunnaki, the Ajiji, all of the Sitchin type of connections, it tends to get a bit David-ic or Ike for me. And I kind of steer away from that myself. And I've also loads and loads of connections with the clip-off and such aspects, and I think we all know how I feel, my personal opinions of the clip-off, so I'm not going to focus on those aspects. And if that's what the original or the person who originally asked for this particular spirit to be covered was looking for, I do apologize. It's not my thing. It really isn't, and I have very specific reasons why. Just have a look through some of the other videos I've done specifically on the clip-off, left-hand path, right-hand path, all of that stuff, which becomes too unbalanced. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the Sepheranz is said to be the same spirit as Arachne. I'm not sure how they connect, but I am going to then focus on the Greek aspects, being Arachne. And I think this kind of, we kind of need to remember that if we view the cosmos as like a complex series of elements or energy filaments, that kind of all overlap and join and communicate with each other and kind of form this whole bond of everything becoming one. If you view it in that way, it kind of resembles a spider web, and this can then get associations with a creator spider goddess, and it kind of makes sense in some aspects. And there are many mythologies which we can actually connect to this. even if we have a look at, well, maybe not, but if we have a look at the masculine trickster spirit Anansi from the African tales, you have this weaving and spider aspect, and you can, I wouldn't like to, but you might want to have a look into aspects of like the weavers themselves, the Norns, the Fates, weaving the threads of life and such things. I wouldn't say there's any connection between Sepheranz and the spider goddess and the Norns, but there is a weaving aspect that you might want to actually explore, a rabbit hole you might want to go down. But anyway, let's have a look at Arachne. Yeah, I'm just checking my notes here. All right, Arachne hails from the region of Lydia. She was a mortal woman, renowned for her weaving and embroidery skills. Her artistry was so extraordinary that her tapestries seemed almost alive, depicting scenes with such precision and beauty that observers were left in awe. However, her great talent led to great pride. Arachne's fame grew, and with it, her belief that her skills were unmatched even by the gods themselves. Arachne's pride reached its peak when she boldly claimed that her weaving was superior to that of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, war, and crafts. Athena, known for her own exceptional weaving skills, could not ignore such a challenge. Disguised as an old woman, she visited Arachne and advised her to seek forgiveness from the gods for her hubris. Arachne, confident in her abilities, refused and insisted on a contest to prove her superiority. Athena revealed her divine form and accepted the challenge. The contest commenced, with both working diligently at their looms. Athena wove a tapestry depicting the gods in their majestic glory, showcasing her skill and reverence for the divine. In contrast, Arachne's tapestry, while technically flawless, depicted the gods in compromising and mischievous situations, highlighting their flaws and scandals. Upon seeing Arachne's work, even Athena had to admit its technical perfection. However, the content of Arachne's tapestry was deemed blasphemous. Enraged by the mortals' audacity and irreverence, Athena tore Arachne's work to shreds. Overwhelmed by shame and guilt, Arachne tried to take her own life. Athena, in a moment of both pity and punishment, transformed Arachne into a spider, condemning her to weave for eternity. So Arachne's transformation into a spider ensured that her weaving skills would persist, albeit in a different form. Spiders, known for their intricate webs, serve as a reminder of Arachne's talent and her tragic fate. The word arachnid, used to describe spiders, is derived from her name, cementing her legacy in the natural world. Alright, so if you do read some stuff about Sephiranz, you might see some connections, particularly with the spider goddess. I think we could consider the aspects of, or the relation that people give Sephiranz into the Klipa, connected with Arachne's hubris. Does have some parallels, depending on how you view that, obviously. So I'm not going to go down that avenue. Anyway, so that's Arachne, and let's. Next week we're going to talk about Clawneck, one of my favourites. So I'll see you then. Cheers for now. Bye bye.